the podcast?
No.
Fuck you. Welcome to... I don't even know the episode number because I don't have Zencaster telling me right now.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Crack
Yeah, it's
podcast.
like, welcome to episode not recorded remotely episode of the podcast.
You just say, welcome to episode... and then put in that blank area a voiceover of the...
As a voice actor, there is not a chance that I'm going to do a dub without a mouth flap.
just do the most synthetic voice ever. Just like, welcome to episode 3 of the Crack Brain podcast.
You want a mouth
You want me
flap?
to see where we're at?
That would drive me insane.
I love it.
If I remember right, it's like
it.
it's either 329 or I'm sorry, 229 or 230.
I'll look.
Should be somewhere right around over
Welcome to
there.
episode 3 of the Crack Brain podcast.
She keeps on saying that.
It's episode 3.
30.
Just gonna, you know what?
Why can't you just put them in the titles? And I don't know.
Also, that's not going to be caught
We're
up
gonna
on what you
disregard
have.
all of that. Thank you. I am your host, Stephan. I have to remember to speak this way. I'm your host, Stephan. Joining me today, I'm just going to go and say you guys right around the corner. We've got Mason, we've got Caiden, we've got Brandon, we've got Candace, and we've got Tyler.
You struggled to insult me right there.
I wasn't trying to insult
No,
you.
you struggled because you wanted to.
There have been enough things that I've been able to like insult you with this weekend that I don't necessarily need to insult you like based off of this.
Brandon, it's not hard to insult you.
Very true.
You've had free reign all weekend.
I
I
did.
gave you.
I did.
I did cancel it
I didn't
because
need it.
Mason was not taking proper responsibility.
Yeah,
So
I didn't need it. I'm not afraid.
See?
Brandon didn't make it.
she's been fine though. She hasn't been going all out though.
They've been fine.
I was wondering how many times.
Pronouns, bro.
Uh,
Don't roll your eyes. They're important.
so, as you all might have noticed, yes, we're not recording remotely. We are all in one spot because we are also not in Utah. We just got done with day 3 of LvlUp Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. Woo!
Vegas! Yay!
Some of us feel that way.
I'm tired.
Yeah. So it's like we figure we need to go and do an episode because, well, we made a trip. So I'll just do a blanket statement real quick. How was the trip for you guys so far?
It was really good. I had waffle fish. It's delicious. Right at the end.
Okay, wait, Mason. Waffle fish. What is the name of waffle fish?
Teppanyaki?
Oh, he tried.
An attempt was made.
Red bean fish.
Except for you didn't have red bean.
I know.
Yours.
I had
I
Oreo.
didn't buy one.
It was really good.
You had an Oreo.
I had an Oreo fish. Waffle fish.
Was there cream in the middle?
It was Oreo cream. And the cookies on both ends. It was cookie and cream.
He had a cookie and cream waffle fish.
He had taiyaki. I've got no patience.
There it is! Sayaki.
You guys came out waffle fish. I can't deal with you.
I was just repeating what he said.
It was a waffle fish.
It has a name.
It's taiyaki.
Waffle fish.
Fish waffle.
Oh, fish waffle sounds way worse.
That's why
I was about to say that sounds like some sort of Michigan or Wisconsin. Like they've already got lutefisk and all that. It's like, yeah, we don't need to think of other ways to go and screw up fish.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever decided to put fish and lye together is
Nope.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Don't ask.
Anyway, moving
Someone
around.
lies with the fishes. Oh, I'm going next. It was good. I mean, this is the first big con back since COVID, so that was a bit much.
Yeah. Basically, you went from like, hey, not really having a con and, not really having to worry about the very, strict social... Well, no, not strict. I'd say You just got thrown into the deep end of
Yep.
like, hey, everybody in the stadium.
Yup.
Scarred.
I mean, it was good. It was pretty nice. Vegas, some good memories, some not so good memories.
I did not vomit. Okay, you can't say anything about that.
Nobody did.
No one
No,
did.
but he reminds me every time about his bad memory
Peck,
about me vomiting.
not everything is about you.
True.
You looked at him.
Speaking
Yeah,
of-
why'd you look at me like?
Speaking of pecs, we got a story for later, but that's for later.
Oh, I know.
Oh, did
Wait,
you hear?
were you
Oh,
doing something to me while I was sleeping?
No. This was an
It's not
event that
about
happened
you.
at the con in the men's room today. And I am very scared. But that's for later time. Mason knows what I'm talking about.
Brandon, go. Don't say it. No. Only because he told me.
Well,
Okay, go.
I was gonna say those of us that drink have been drinking the entire time, and it's been fun.
not the entire time, but a hefty
It's
portion.
literally
Okay,
everyone
not while
but
we're
him.
driving. When we're not gonna be driving anymore for a bit,
Till
the drinks
tomorrow.
keep coming. You know. Luckily, we've all been able to wake up just fine. But
I don't know, that first night I was kind of dissociating a little bit.
Fucking.
So the trip itself's been pretty good. It is really weird to be back at conventions, because the first convention that Tyler and I went back to right after COVID, we both got COVID. So that was fun, and we haven't really traveled since, so...
Yeah.
Does that make us veterans? The con veterans? We've been the only ones conning? Conventioning?
No,
no, Mason.
We're all con veterans.
Yeah.
It's just we happened to go to level up last year too.
And we did all the other ones.
I mean, we did bonsai, but I don't really count that as traveling. So, but yeah, the last one we did before that was ALA last year, and we both got COVID. So we haven't been doing a whole lot of traveling because of that. So it's nice to kind of be back in the saddle. We're definitely not used to it. So
Back in the saddle again.
Not everything needs a song.
it's not always about you, Peck.
I'm not saying it's about me. It's just,
Make my way over to Tyler.
That was pretty good.
First day was very exhausting. I was very exhausted. The other 2 days weren't too bad. I don't know what happened that first day. That first day just sucked all the energy out of me.
You were back
It was-
into
it was
cosplay that day, so maybe that was it.
Maybe.
You ended that day just with a look of like, I don't want to people.
Oh boy. Yeah.
You were negative spoons at that point.
I get that. It's and that's kind of
Hey, there's a pole there.
That's
No
one of
touchy.
those where like not only is it coming back to cons, but coming back to like a big con like this that from y'all, it was one of those where you didn't see how crazy it was last year, and that would have been a good comparison, because I remember way back when we came out over here as Cracked Brain, the number that like the attendance was over here.
just low.
It's nowhere even close to that.
Yeah,
You know,
I was gonna say it was a huge difference compared to last time we came. Like last time we came,
Pre-pandemic.
it was easy to travel around in the halls. You know, there wasn't really a problem getting into the con.
There was no line for the
This,
bathrooms.
there was no line for the bathroom.
Lines in the men's bathrooms.
Yeah, like
There's a line
this
for the
year
men's
it
bathroom,
was
too.
packed.
Yeah, see, and that's one of those where I remember last year there were more people this year,
Yeah.
but there was a little bit more space this year too. So to me, I sat there and going like, this is actually not bad. This is nice. But again, going from it almost felt like maybe half of what that crowd would have been the
Yeah.
first time we came out to just these numbers. And today was a lot smaller than yesterday. Yesterday
Yeah.
was insane.
Today didn't feel too bad. Like, there was a few moments where I felt like, okay, crowd control needs to be taking care of something. But compared to yesterday was just like, it was impossible. Like, it was a lot of anxiety for me yesterday.
And your post, the Welcome to LionCon,
Yeah.
that was... I've been so happy watching your Facebook post.
When do we get to the con?
This is the con.
LionCon. When you meet your waifus. Garbage.
Speaking of posts, can I just say how attractive we all are and how photogenic we've been in those said lines?
Honestly, the natural lighting was pretty good for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all hot bitches.
Some of us had an appearance change from day one.
It's not always about you, Patrick.
In this case,
Would you call that a
Am I
shameful
upset?
plug?
it was. See, and it's one of those where I don't know how comfortable you are with us recounting this story. Part of me also doesn't really give a damn.
Let's see. Did I wake you up that morning?
Oh, we're about to get into it.
Which morning? You woke me up all mornings. Peck and I shared a room this trip.
Hot.
Shared a bed.
Hot.
Shared a butt.
No.
No.
Nope. He shared some butt smells with me. Not the whole ass.
I do have to
let
say-
me tell you.
Yeah. I think a lot of us all got kind of sick or bug or something.
No, I'm getting over it. I
same.
had this. This was from the terrible Utah air. Like I'm getting over it. Being able to actually breathe.
My sinuses are acting up, but other than that, I'm fine.
Yeah. No, but I was like, did the beard trimmer didn't wake you up?
Oh. No.
Yeah. I cut off about 5 pounds.
I found all of it in the fucking trash.
Well, where else am I supposed to put it?
It wasn't that thick.
In a trash. That's true.
It's facts. It was not that thick.
Day.
Candace with the burn.
Hey. Fine.
Double bird.
Okay, well, since Brandon does not know how to shut his mouth, I'm going to recount you all with the story. So this spawns from just fucking cry. I give two shits.
This is gonna be good.
I'm not crying. I took a drink.
So first day that we're out over here, you know, Brandon cosplays, Candace and Tyler cosplay. The three of us over here on this side, no, we just stayed comfortable. All right, and it was nice.
Comfortable-ish.
Relatively.
Okay, so doing that day, it was a good like warm up day to kind of go and get everything in. But like again, as far as the cosplayers, like you guys actually did like really well with it. I know not only like the first day you guys got like a lot of praise then, but even yours yesterday, I found that same guy today and came up to him and was just like, you made my friend's night. And they were like, oh, that's great. I just wanted to make sure that they knew that they were rocking it and they were good. We're over here for love. And I went like, yeah. And they were like, well, yeah, come back next year. I'm like, oh, we will be. And then tell them they got to be wearing those heels again. It's like, yes. But yeah, it's like the cosplay part was fun. First day, and then let's see, cosplay wise, you guys like what were you guys, and then we'll kind of go this way.
Day one we did Nobara and Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen. And then day two I continued the Jujutsu Kaisen theme with Nanami, but I did mommy Nanami. So yeah, because normally Nanami is daddy, but I did mommy Nanami. So, and then today I did Sabito from Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Candace going to them all 3 days.
Yeah. They were all really comfortable costumes, though. To be fair.
No, I'm still warming up into the cosplay scene. Like it's nice to do it, and I'm not ready to do it all 3 days yet. So.
Yeah. And then Nanami was an easy one because that's the one I wore. I literally threw that outfit together just to go to the bar, and it got me free drinks. So I'm like, I'll bring it to Vegas.
Okay, for a second I thought you were talking like you were saying that you found a way to go and get free drinks here.
No.
And I went, how? All right.
I definitely would have taken it up if I could have got free drinks here. I definitely would have brought one of you guys with me, though. I wouldn't go alone. So,
Understand.
yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Apparently, it's not all about me, so I'm not
This
telling
time
the
it
story.
is.
You can tell the story.
What'd you
They don't
cosplay
want me
as?
to talk about me.
What'd you cosplay as?
Who was your cosplay day one?
Omni-Man.
Oh yeah.
And how did
World's
that go?
How
strongest.
did that go?
Pretty well. I looked old.
Oh,
I had
salt and
nipples.
Saw a twin.
I had a twin. Yeah, they were, and we beat up Homelander. It was
Yep.
good. That was probably the best part of the whole trip.
pepper. I think I missed that part.
Yeah, that was when the three of us were kind of going around, but it was a shock to me how many people like freaked out with Omni-Man. Like we would be walking around and people just, oh my god, Omni-Man, and I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's J.K. Simmons.
Stephan and I felt like your bouncers, though. It was pretty dope.
Omni-Man doesn't need a bouncer.
And you're Brandon.
I had 2 inches of padding.
It's Brandon.
Let's talk about
you know what?
fantasy.
Here's what I'll say. It wasn't so much that we were his bouncers. It's almost like we were. It's like we were his wardens of security around
Yes,
him
that's fair.
to make sure he didn't do anything.
I was gonna say no one ran up to me and like, oh my goodness, no one's
They
Cloud9
were like your
around me.
cosplay handlers more than anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we walked around like, well, cool attitude.
So one of the things I love about that cosplay is like usually if you get big cosplays or something that's like perceived as really powerful character, people get out of your way when you're walking down. This is one of the things I love. Like Omni-Man is one of them. Like you walk down, people get out of your way.
I'm going to put a slight asterisk to this.
Okay, let's hear the asterisk.
Yes, people get out of your way, depending over on the cosplay. But then you also move like a freight train.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, doesn't Omni-Man move like a freight train?
Even today you were.
Even today. All right. You move with purpose, which is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing, but it is very easy to sit there and like. There were times that Candace and I were walking, and it was quite literally we're all walking as a group. We take 2 seconds to kind of look over to our left, look back. Brandon is a dust trail. Stops for no individual.
Eat my dust eater.
I swear.
Yeah, remember when I had to stop you a couple times because Caiden was like on the other side of the building because I kept telling him to stop and he wouldn't.
I heard him. He was back there. He would catch up. He knows the way.
Caiden's a big boy.
Yeah, the
He
way to
can
walk
find
home.
where he's going.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I swear.
And then let's go with the second day, which was, your TikTok was blowing up with that.
Oh,
Let's just say-
don't bury the lead.
Let's just say
Don't
I
bury
had
the lead.
red boots, yellow suit, bald head.
Oh, but
We're at a gaming and anime convention. What do you, as the listeners, think I was?
again, we're going to make this sauce.
We're gonna dress it up for you.
We're
We're
going
cooking.
to.
Let him cook.
Exactly. Okay, you don't just go and serve.
No, I haven't said it. I said
this is
red
with love.
boots,
Okay, so with
yellow suit,
this being said,
bald.
okay, so yes, Brandon, can you please show us? Okay.
So that morning, obviously, I had old man Omni-Man after he comes from his dimension where he's got the big old beard, long hair. It's gone.
He walks downstairs, and the day before you had said that you were going to you had actually asked me, it's like, hey, would you help me cut your hair? To which I did not do. Okay, there was sleep to be had night one, and I was absolutely going to be having it. Okay, excuse me. So I'm over there cooking breakfast, or getting ready to start cooking breakfast, and all of a sudden, someone comes down the steps and graces us with their appearance that I was not necessarily ready for.
I was gonna say nuisance.
Dude, seeing that head the first moment, oh my god.
Was it like that moment in anime where it's like this twinkle's like
Yes.
You thought it was bad seeing it come towards you. Imagine waking up to it.
Yes. Yeah.
I literally rolled over, saw him coming out of the bathroom, and immediately felt assaulted. Insert scene from SpongeBob movie here. It was too bright, too shiny, and I had to hide under the covers.
Honestly, I'd be scared too if there was a strange man in my room.
Exactly.
One that went through an entire appearance change.
To be fair, when you wake up, you're not going to recognize somebody like that immediately. Especially if they just changed.
No joke.
I was scared.
It was
scary.
It was a shocking
You gotta
experience.
warn people.
We talked about it the day before.
Yeah, but again, Brandon, there's a difference between talking about it and then when it goes on. The other part you have to realize is that no one else here has seen you like this.
Well, one of you two, I showed you a picture of me
You're
from
right.
high school
You did show a
Which
picture,
was
but that's not seeing
20
it.
years ago.
That's not seeing it
Wait,
in
did you
face
show-
value. So
Huh?
again,
Did
Yeah.
you shave your head in high school?
20 years ago, yeah.
Just once, or was it like you constantly
During the whole
shaved your-
winter
He
for
actually
track.
just continued shaving a specific
20
spot
year
right
ago
here.
Brandon is not modern day Brandon, alright?
That's 2
Even
decades.
modern name Brandon is not modern name Brandon.
Like, you want to see how
Alright.
ridiculous? Okay,
It's-
keep going on your story.
it's a thing. So it's one of those where again, it was a very shocking presence. But again, we all soldiered on. Then your costume of choice was Reverse Flash. Now I will say this: Brandon's Reverse Flash looks amazing. The suit looks fantastic. It's great material.
It looks like it's Photoshopped.
The mask, yeah.
It looks like that ball filter on Instagram.
Oh, I see.
It looks like it's Photoshop.
Whoa!
Well, even Mason's going, whoa, it's that bad?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It looks like that bald filter on Instagram, I swear to God.
With pink shorts.
Those are red shorts because we're the Vikings.
Anyway.
Keep going.
Again, this Reverse Flash costume is great, and you've got the contacts in. Again, the helmet's great. So we're just all kind of dealing with the regular cosplays, and it's like whatever. It's a Reverse Flash. Then we finally go to the con. We get inside the line. We were in that line for maybe
2 minutes.
No, it was a little bit longer.
Like
because
20?
again, it's it was about 20 minutes.
You
at
didn't
first.
walk up with him.
Okay. That being said,
You didn't.
but it's still one of those where people weren't necessarily saying anything. They were basically, at least for the areas that I were there, it wasn't Reverse Flash. There was a couple, but people just kind of kept on looking, and that was it. They would kind of keep on looking. Then we're having a conversation. Brandon's helmet is off. He kind of looks over to the side, and I'm a little bit behind him. And I look over the side and just catch his profile. And when I made the realization of what his profile looks like, you might be able to see it. Maybe the arm is. I'm going to tell you all right now. Brandon's bald head looks exactly like Gru from Despicable Me. And as soon as I said that, my entire that made the entire rest of my inline experience. Because then who did I tell first? I told you. I was like, look over at the side of Brandon's head.
I could not contain the laughter. I full on belly laughed.
It was bad. And here's to give you all a visual of how this was. This was basically me kind of talking and whatnot, and then all of a sudden looking at Brandon.
Yep.
That's how it exactly happened. It's so funny because I noticed you looking at me and then you laugh. I'm like, what?
And then you kept asking me what they were laughing about. I was like, I don't know. They didn't tell me.
No. And then as soon as I tell him, he's like, I see it.
And then at some point you started saying like, "I will buy you a beer if you tell me what LvlLup is."
I took that offer so quick.
Yeah, he told him, no, it took you like 5 minutes to take that offer. And I was like, no, that...
It was like 2 minutes. Don't exaggerate yourself.
It was a little bit, but then came the point where after we had kind of gotten a couple of giggles out of that, was it another person in line that sparked off the next one?
Mm-hmm.
I originally heard the alternate character he was playing before we even got to the con. We were crossing the crosswalk over to get into the line from the Platinum Street, and someone driving past yelled out the character's name.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
It started early for us.
So we're gonna bring y'all back just a quick second for some of you that might not be familiar with the way Reverse Flash looks. First of all, let's start from the bottom up. Bright, fantastically red boots.
Like that color red.
Like this.
Classic red.
Yeah.
Classic red boots. Reverse Flash has a yellow costume.
Bright yellow light.
So bright.
Kind of like this yellow, but it's hard to see on camera. It's not this yellow, but this yellow. Yeah.
Yeah, even that lightning bolt yellow is a little.
It's mute.
Exactly.
We'll just put
And
insert
then-
picture there.
Yeah.
And then again, to top it all off, again, we've got bald head Brandon.
Doesn't he also have red gloves?
Brandon didn't.
No,
Oh,
Brandon
okay.
didn't.
Okay.
Brandon didn't. So, for all of you other weebs out over there, you've got a bald-headed, yellow-suited individual with red boots. The fact that none of us immediately attributed One Punch Man Saitama to you, I feel a little bad about, but as soon as I heard it, I could no longer unhear it.
I will admit that morning when I saw him, I thought it, but I knew he was Reverse Flash, so I immediately dismissed it in my head. But I did think, for a moment, I had a brief thought. I'm like, I wonder if anybody's going to mistake him for Saitama.
It was beautiful because again, it was after the Gru portion that I had made that connection, and then other people clued into that part all throughout that line of just people like, who is that? It's like, that's one. He doesn't have a Reverse Flash. Ah, yeah, I was wrong.
My favorite was when the person 4 people behind us yelled, "Oh, it wasn't Saitama!"
And they started making that, once they put the helmet on, the cow, people were like, oh, okay, it's not. It's Reverse Flash. The lightning bolt on my chest doesn't say it?
Also, the fact that you're missing the white cloak and the red gloves.
Exactly. It's like, again, we can. There, it's not like it's a perfect one-to-one example, but I just love the fact that there were so many people that just sat there looking at you like, wait a second, what's going on here? Nothing makes me happier.
And I also had the red contacts in too. So,
but
but obviously you can't see that if you're
Yeah.
looking from behind.
From a distance, you wouldn't notice that either.
Correct,
You also
but-
wouldn't notice the lack of gloves or cloak. So it's a really... When your head is the shiniest thing on you at that point, it's really, really easy for that to be the first
Shinier.
thing you think about.
Shinier than the yellow?
Yep.
Wait a minute.
I remember the guy or the person who said that's not Saitama, and I yelled over, "He's never seen One Punch Man." They were like, "What?" They were so mad.
But today I had a
so bad.
compression shirt of Reverse Flash and we saw One Punch Man, so I got a picture of him.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
guys
wasn't
saw
with
Saitama.
You were
You
right
were-
behind us.
It's when we were in line.
Oh, no, Mason missed the whole thing. Okay, so
Ma-
it was actually so funny because Mason's like, where did Brandon go? And I was like, bye, Brandon. And we kept walking. And Mason's like, wait, where's Brandon? Where's Brandon going? And I'm like, he has to get to the back of the line.
No,
and
that
we're like,
was-
bye. And we kept walking. And Mason's like, I don't see Brandon. Where's Brandon gone?
That-
And then he walked back up to the front of the line without Mason noticing. And he looks up and he's like, Oh, there's Brandon. He was there the whole time.
Look, I don't blame Mason for getting lost there. He was a little busy talking to the person behind him that was a Daisy
The
cosplayer.
Daisy cosplayer.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, that was when you went to go get the photo with the Saitama. Is like the whole time Mason's just like, where did Brandon go? Where's Brandon? And then suddenly you're in front of us. He's like, oh, there he is. He was there the whole time. I'm like, the object permanence is not real for Mason, already.
And you guys were so brutal. Just like, nah, he can't get back in line.
You were like, yeah, he's going to the
gone.
back of the
I was like, should we get out of line? Maybe go follow him back or something? Well, good.
No.
And then like a magic trick, he just showed up. I was like, oh,
It's
hi.
every man for himself at
Missed
that
you.
point.
I was also watching Yu Yu Hakusho off my phone in the line, so it was a balance of you guys.
That's a terrible way to
Daisy.
watch it.
No, he was putting it on my backpack to watch
I know.
it.
I would put it. I would say.
And I'm self-conscious about my backpack being touched in public.
Oh,
That's not even the funniest thing that got put on you this week.
Oh, weekend!
speaking of.
I think Caiden should tell that story.
Alright, so it's. It started day one because I was so bored in line. So bored. And I had these nice little jingle jingles in my jacket pocket called coins. And I knew I could pack them on Peck's shoulder because he had the padding on and he wouldn't feel it. So as we would walk in line, it was just coin.
I think the crowd, everyone else in the line too, was
Coin,
watching,
coin.
huh?
Yeah, I got a couple giggles from people.
Well, like, and I remember the first time, like, it didn't occur to me at all for the longest time. It wasn't
Yeah.
until one of them fell that was I standing right next to you.
Yeah, you were standing right next to me.
Looking down over the ground, like, I thought I just
was
heard
a
a
coin.
coin.
Yeah, it was a
But-
coin, but I kept going like, oh no, it was a rock.
Yeah.
I'm looking around for money.
I knew exactly what it was, but I'm like, no, it was a rock. Don't worry about it.
It was Tyler, I think, it was the first one that started noticing me do it.
And I think.
Oh yeah,
Stephan,
I watched you do it the first one. You like right up. You just on his left shoulder it got stuck there, right on it, under his cape, and that was the one that stayed there like all day. I don't think that one came out.
And then I think.
Oh.
Was it me who said, "Oh, well, if Candace says it wasn't a rock, then I guess it wasn't," or that it was a rock, then it was a rock.
And I believed you. I believed you.
Just like moved on with life.
Just like, okay, fine. My hearing's fucked. Why not?
Candace says so. I guess I'll just like live on.
But again, as we say, this continued.
It was an escapade. It was my sole purpose for being here this weekend. Not exactly, but pretty damn close. Let's see, who else did I get? I got Mason a couple times. I don't
You
think
did?
you noticed those. Yeah, I got Stephan once or
Yeah.
twice.
That
Got
was
me a
like
couple
20
times.
minutes it was on there.
I tried to get Tyler. I got Candace for a bit.
Yeah, that annoyed me. I gave you a look like you will get cut if you try that again.
Maybe I want to be.
I
Shit.
I will say this: the one that I enjoyed the most was today,
Yes.
because
Everyone else around us did too.
Exactly. So like we had just gotten done with you guys. We kind of were sitting over by the little arcade area, and then I lost complete track of Brandon. I did. I was just like I kind of like looked a different direction, wasn't really paying attention. Then kind of looked back, didn't see Brandon, but I saw you guys. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, it was almost like you had laser vision. You went.
I saw the hat. I saw my opportunity.
And you just started putting these pennies, like Brandon's hat right over there. And just
I stacked them. I have a picture. I'll send it to you.
I
so you
was
can put it
sitting watching the
Honestly?
wrestling tournament.
you were watching wrestling and you were just there, but everyone else almost like zeroed in exactly what you were doing. Even the guy immediately over to your left kept on looking like,
That's amazing.
I stacked like 4 on there.
and then you ran away. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now when I shit you not, an additional like minute at least of Brandon like watching a show, and he actually would like look And they stayed there the entire time. I'm just like, when are they gonna fall? When are they gonna fall? And other people are sitting there like,
Dude, the dude standing behind him to the left, he had such a hard time keeping it together.
he was losing his mind. And finally, again, after about a minute, Brandon all of a sudden goes, okay, no, wait. Because there were other times that, Brandon, you did this. And they stayed. And I was like, shit. But when you finally did that and you could see him go down, there were other people like, like everybody was into it.
The couple next to you kept staring at you. I was like, how is he not noticing out of his side view that there's people staring at him?
Because they're 2 chairs away.
Yeah. Oh, let's also make sure this is known. It's not like Caiden went and took all 4 and put them directly over on his head. He's doing this like it's a Jenga pile.
That sounds like Caiden.
The setup took a long time. The execution was beautiful. All right, and the result, the moment you did this and they came down, you immediately like.
I had to hide for a minute. I had to hide for a hot minute.
Well, with the teamwork of Caiden and I could balance a glass of water on my head.
Fantastic! This is great. I swear to God, I want to see more things put on your head.
I actually really tried to put one on his bald spot the other day.
We were sitting in line, and it was when he was Omni-Net Man, and you started doing it. You got the 1 coin up there, and Brandon's just kind of like sitting there staring straight ahead. And I see you pull out another coin. I was like, lick it. Stick it to his bald spot.
Well, now the beauty of that is the whole thing is the bald spot.
I don't have any coins, damn it.
And you wonder why there was a coin shortage. Because of Caiden.
Look, it's one of those where I'm going to tell you right now, Brandon, that I will be very much reminding Caiden every single con that we go to, and we've got 2 coming up in the next few months. So I'm just saying right now, this will not be the last time. This will
we
not
didn't
be the
size
last
them up too. There's dollar coins. There's like Monopoly coins.
I gotta figure out what to dress up as next month.
I'm gonna challenge you to get a whole roll of pennies to stand up.
It's only 50 cents.
I think that might be a little bit too much.
I'm gonna go buy those like dollar store coins for him.
What am I gonna wear next month?
That's for you to decide.
I know.
You could do Saitama.
Yo, watch One Punch Man.
Can you get sweets done by then?
We'll see. But I was about to say, why not go and have it where if you went and got like the little gold chocolate coins, put it over on his head, and if you still have lack of hair, they might actually melt a little bit. That would make it so happy.
I think it's gonna be growing out because I've been told
Cut it
I'm
again.
not gonna
Yeah, just
get
shave it again and be
anything
Saitama.
if it's gone.
I'm going to tell you right now, live in the bald. Okay? It is so freeing.
Okay.
Nothing is better than getting out of the shower going, I'm good.
That's basically how I am. I do this and it's dry. It's great.
See?
I don't even want to talk hair routine right now.
This one person with long hair.
This is my best feature.
It's my only asset.
Okay, he looked good today. I don't
face.
Brandon, you have a month to go watch One Punch Man and learn who Saitama is and just get a cosplay put together. You could even just use the yellow suit and boots from Reverse Flash.
You could.
And just get red gloves and a white cape and you're good. You'd be like a hyper realistic version.
Let's also put this very easy for Brandon. Okay, you could go and get red dishwashing gloves.
That's what I was thinking. It's just those.
And that's canon.
Is that what he does?
That's what he actually wears.
It's actually
He
what
literally just wears the
You're
cheapest thing that he can
sweaty
find. Because he doesn't have a lot of money. He doesn't make money doing what he does.
I told you he was poor.
Yeah, because like because Mason's
It's perfect
like,
for you.
if people ask me where my cape is, and just say I sold it to make rent.
It's at the dry cleaners.
Oh, I
I
told
don't
him
know.
to sell it.
Dry
for
cleaners is
store
expensive.
sale.
It's in the wash.
I don't know. I also kind of want to see him just pull together a Gru cosplay.
I so want to see
Oh
Gru.
my god, Mason, you and I can be minions! I'll be Bob!
Okay, that would actually work really well with the whole like bouncer thing.
Yeah!
Will you get her a unicorn, Brandon? Go get her a
No,
unicorn.
no, I got one better for you. Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light
Bulb.
It's been a while since
We're
I've
going
seen
to
Despicable
South.
Me.
We're going to steal the moon.
If I do Gru, I'll go watch it a billion times so I can get the lines down.
I will so help you.
Because me and accents are the worst.
Look, Brandon, I'm going to tell you right now. There's more of a reason for you to do Gru, because realize that the next con that we go to, we have Cracked Brain Podcast Live.
Dude, I'm gonna. When Stephan told me the time that the panel is gonna be,
I don't know the time the panel is going to be.
it's probably gonna be past 10 o'clock.
It's probably gonna. You're gonna have a few people up there going.
I looked at the panel times, okay?
Wait, 10 p.m.?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an 18
So,
plus
Friday-
top.
Why are we all
It
over
goes
this
Friday, the 18 plus times go to 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
On Saturday, it's midnight.
Hey, but I'm okay. I will be sending other emails going like, "Hey, just so you know, we like to sleep."
Can we get the
Can we get this as early as possible?
Especially because I think a few of us want to take the tracks out there instead of trying to find parking in Salt Lake.
I'm not gonna try to find parking. Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding
that's
me?
why
Yeah,
I'm looking
tracks.
at you while I said that.
It's
Worst
It's
case
amazing.
scenario, I'll drop you guys back off. There's no way I'm driving all the way back to Delta.
Yeah.
Light bulb.
Well, and the biggest thing is I don't know
Light
when tracks
bulb.
stops running at that time.
I think 9:30.
Yeah.
It's either
On
9:30.
Saturdays it runs a little bit later.
Yeah.
No idea. But these will all be things that we figure out. Which, speaking of the next con, looking over at the podcast poll that I had going on for a couple of weeks, you guys want us to be able to record it. I will try to make this work. All right. Realize that much like this right here, it's gonna take some work, and we're gonna have to figure things out. So I will try my best to make sure that it's a fully recorded episode. It'll most likely be a bonus one. Anyone touches a
That's
fucking mic,
my mic, thank you very much.
I don't give a shit.
My mic, my arm, I'll do
Who's-
whatever the fuck I want with
Who's
it.
editing this ice strip?
You are raising a bunch of children.
I have been con dad this entire week. Like, I kid you not. Everything that a father kind of does, I've picked up after y'all. I've cooked breakfast.
Oh, so good.
Get off your high chair. We've all pitched in. Don't even.
I didn't.
Okay, those two. These three didn't.
Tyler did.
Mason did dishes. I cooked chicken one
I'm not
night.
saying
I
that.
put Mason to bed a couple times. All
Tyler
right,
cut
Get off
bell
my case.
That's not.
I chopped a bell pepper.
You did.
It was a very helpful bell pepper.
Tyler also named the onion. Okay?
The onion had a name?
Yeah, his name was
His
Jerry.
name's Jerry,
It was Jerry.
and you murdered him.
Yeah.
You murdered him. I ate him.
There's still a little bit of Jerry left.
Guys, this is making me think of Sausage Party, and I really don't want to right
Yeah,
now.
that's a really fucked up movie. Yeah, look, okay, I won't say that I was the only one to go and do these things, but today, every single day, who was making sure that we had, like aspirin and Excedrin? And then even today was all like, you know what? I'm going to bring the Pepto-Bismol and an extra thing of deodorant. Like, my goal was always like, where is everyone? Is everyone taken care of? Are we good? Do we need anything else? Okay, let's go.
a few people at the con could use that deodorant.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
do?
Oh my god.
First day one was bad,
Day
and
one
then
was so bad.
Day one was
I think it was
awful.
worse this year than it's been just about ever.
I think this
Right?
might be the worst con I've been to when it came to ConFunk. And I've been to a lot of cons.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just like BO. Like I got cat pee, like pneumonia, multiple times.
I didn't get that one.
See, the biggest BO. So my number one was Blurred Con, but y'all didn't go there. That one was fucking bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was DC.
That was DC. 2 was RTX.
Oh,
I had it was so bad for RTX because it was hot and there were people cooking inside their cosplays. So
That's fair.
especially like when I was wearing Tucker. Every person that like wanted a picture and whatnot, I was like, great. And I'm a short guy, so for me, it's like I'm already sweaty. They're sweaty, and it's the hey, and then I'm like right in like elbow armpit territory, and it's just like and.
I think the problem is that I didn't notice it at RTX, maybe because it was just everybody, but this one because it was like pockets.
Yeah.
This wasn't just people being hot in their costumes. This was people who did not bathe. Like that was the problem I was experiencing.
There were a few times, even when I went to go and get my autographs. I'm now starting to have brownouts because of that doggone thing, but like there were a couple of people like standing right around the line that was just sort of like, hey, okay, don't look to my left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just smelly. Okay, it was bad in a couple of different ways. So yeah, you are right. There were times where you're just walking and it's almost like it hits you like a wall.
Yeah.
So
it's like RTX I just didn't notice. And I'm also short, but yeah. I also had a massive hammer so people didn't get too close to me at RTX, so
well, and the other it's like the other differences, especially at that time, you being a lot more femme presenting and whatnot, it was one of those where like most guys won't necessarily come in like this for most females, but dudes are just come here.
yeah, we're bros now.
Yeah, it's just like, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I just remember my favorite moment from RTX was when we found that Pyrrha and Jean, and then we ran into you, and we asked you to do a backflip, and they thought we were joking. And you start doing a backflip, and the Pyrrha's like, what?
I
woohoo for backflips.
I have not done backflip for woos in like 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't want to do backflip.
I don't
for
blame you. I don't blame you.
I still can, but it's like, yeah, no.
That's why she thought that we were joking. Because she's just like, there's no way this guy's just going to do a backflip because somebody asked him to.
Yeah, I might bring it back one of these cons, but like I gotta get myself ready for it.
I think the last time I saw you do a backflip was for the Chaos. That was Chaos Corner at FanX.
Yeah.
When you were backflipping down the middle aisle while I was horribly nervous beatboxing.
And
that
after
popcorn?
That was FanX.
That was FedEx, and I gave him hot sauce.
Oh Jesus!
That was rough.
Well, like, and even another
not
like with Chaos Corner, that's something where I mean, yes, that panel was a lot of fun. This year, the panel programming wasn't really that great, so it was something where just like there wasn't a whole lot, there. And they've like LvlUp has asked for Chaos Corner a number of times, and I'm still sitting here going like, ugh. I've got to have more of the group over here, and like especially in this con, I'm like, there's more of you guys coming. No, just no. Like maybe I'll think about bringing it back next year. But like Sulfur Dragon lives and is worse than ever. Like it's now got old man to it, so it's like during like at night, you guys will hear me.
Dragon's gonna be reincarnated soon.
It's fuck man. Yeah.
What if it's a sulfur phoenix?
It rises from the ashes.
There's a reason why it's a dragon. Okay.
Because it drags on?
I mean,
Does it have
because not only is it spewing fire and whatnot, but there's also times where I am so close to just letting something else fly into my shorts.
The ashes.
More dragon-like.
Unexpected diarrhea.
How many times has there been a CB something that I've either almost or have shit my pants?
3 times.
You gotta
At
work out your
least.
sphincter.
Yeah.
Get those sphincter muscles going.
I have not shat my...
It's okay. It's okay. We're all adults here. We've all done it.
We're not all adults here.
Raise your hand if you've shit your pants before.
I'm not confessing to that.
Raise your hand if it's been in the last 6 months.
Oh. Really?
Really?
The 2 old men need depends?
I hope that's fine
No,
when
it's
whoever
just
gets included
sometimes
in
you
the-
don't like you're
Because
feeling
Tyler
perfectly fine.
controls himself.
No, it's perfect. Like you feel perfectly fine, and
Some
then
of
you.
us don't shart our pants.
Okay, some of us just fart all the time, and sometimes something came out
Tyler
extra.
does fart all the
I
time.
have gas all the time.
He
It's
gassed
so bad
the hell out of
sometimes.
the escalators at Level Up Day 1.
Oh yeah, no, like earlier today, I was just sitting there, you know,
Was
like
it today? I
No.
swear it was today.
no, I did yesterday. We were going up the escalator, and I just sat there, you know, let one out, and I turned to Candace. I was like, "I'm glad there's no one behind us."
Yeah, he checked twice, and then he let one out, and he's like, I had to make sure nobody was behind us, and I'm like, why can't you give me that courtesy?
I'm not gonna lie, I crop dusted the first 2 days. So
That was me today. I was going down the hall. I'm just like, you know, it's coming out.
I did it once, but I was good and did it next to the place that was selling soaps.
See, at least you were like acknowledging what was going on. There were times where I just was unwieldy with it. I just was walking, and thankfully there weren't that many children, but there was one small little Miles Morales that caught a hold of one while we were over in the arcade section.
blank.
And he went like
Right in the face.
He was like, yeah. I went, ah.
Wait.
I was like, I'd say.
Lower my face.
So here
lower
you
my
got
face.
guys are complaining about the smells, but it's really you two
Why?
and you singing up the whole convention, you 3.
There's a
Hey,
difference
we
between
were
farts.
doing our part into contributing into the pockets of bad smells. Okay.
It was a community effort.
If it's gonna stink, I guess I might as well help out.
Also, to be fair,
To be fair.
you couldn't really just go in the bathroom to fart because they were so crowded.
Some people really had it bad in the bathroom.
I will admit. Today, the one in the back next to the video games, they clogged up 2 toilets.
Oh my god.
So
Dude.
2 out of the 4 stalls were out of commission.
So yesterday, when I really wasn't feeling too well, like after I'd kind of met up with y'all, like I had a lot of alcohol in my stomach and not a lot of food. Okay.
Cheers.
What?
Cheers.
Yeah. But I went upstairs because I really wasn't feeling too well. Found you guys, like sat down for a little bit, and then went over to the restroom. Going over to the restroom, I was at that point of I don't know whether I have to poop more or if I really need to throw up. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for the poop, and kind of going from there. So I'm sitting down. The man to my left had all kinds of tummy issues going on, and I felt really bad for him. But it was like, whatever, you kind of go. But it was like it was loud. He was doing that, but like it wasn't that like smell part to it. He leaves after about 2 minutes. Then comes the right, and it's a very like through the crack I could see it was a bit of a portly man and had a kid with him, and it was the perfect meme moment. Because the dad goes in, and the kid thought that I guess he was just going to be able to wait outside. I'm guessing the kid may have been maybe like 8 or 9 from the sound of the voice. Dad pulls kid into stall. And it's like, Dad, no! Dad, no! And I'm just like, oh no. He's like, I gotta do this. It goes to sit down. I'm like, okay. And throws the raspy horridness And the entire time, this kid is like, and like I'm sitting there going like, I don't feel well, and like laughing is making my stomach feel worse. So I'm just sort of sitting there like,
Oh man.
and like the kid kind of goes on. It didn't go on for a long time, but it went on for about a good like 30 to 45 seconds. The entire time, like you can hear this kid like, no, and then all of a sudden they go to like wash their hands, and all of a sudden like they're going. They must have still been over there. There was, I guess, like another kid that came back around, went over towards that stall, and all you hear is fucking disgusting. Walks back. You hear the other kid go like, that's my dad! That's why I came back to you guys like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we were sitting there like, we need to hit the dealer stall again, and we were sitting here with Stephan's bag, and after a while we were just like, damn, did Stephan fall in?
It was, I had my own crisis going on, but listening to them was well worth waiting. It was just like, yeah, you kind of go, whoa, entertainment.
Your bathroom story is so much better than mine.
It was a thing.
That's my dad.
That's my. I'm like, I didn't care so much about that. That's my. That's like fucking disgusting. Oh.
What was your bathroom story, Caiden?
I don't want to tell it now. It's not good enough.
I
Vietnam
don't know if you can
flashbacks.
tell, but I'm blushing pretty hard right now. So today, when I was waiting for the stall, like people were coming and going, just coming through, and I'm next in line, and this dude comes over. He's a very thin man, like maybe 5'7", super lanky. All right, now I'm talking like lanky. And he's like, "Can I go use the urinal?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're all waiting for stalls. Go ahead." He goes over, and I mean, I didn't mean to look, but out of the peripheral of my eye, this man pulls out the biggest fucking anaconda I have ever seen. Like, almost touched the water in the urinal.
Oh yeah.
And like I like turned and did this, but like I just couldn't get it out of my head. And he was the nicest person ever, and I was like, why'd you have to sear this into my mind? Like, right, you never look because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
But when it's a beacon,
A big pull.
I failed that charisma saving throw so hard.
Like a moth to a flame.
I was so scared.
So good.
And he like gave me like a nod as he was finished and was like, "Yeah, thanks." And I was
That's
like,
not the first time somebody's checked.
I was about to say, like, if he's sitting there doing that, then it's like he knows what he's got. Like,
"Tell you what happened."
I know.
It was just this most unwieldy thing, right? Because he was so lanky and he was shorter and like super skinny, and it was just like,
Did he have to check it in at the prop check?
I don't know. But this man, like, sometimes I have to like adjust things, right? But this man reached down and out. Like he did a full fucking plop.
This is the guy from the hentai figures.
Possibly.
Oh, the dicks touch the nipples.
God. Damn. So I got scarred
So
today.
he's the one that all these hentai main characters are modeled after.
I'm part of a figure collection Discord, and yes, they do share not safe for work figures all the time, and the male ones are always that big, I'm just saying.
Not mad at it.
Yeah.
Not mad at it.
And then all the
realistic.
guys in the Discord get mad, they're just like, dicks aren't that big, and I'm just like, have you seen
Some.
the women that you guys have been posting figures of in this Discord? The ones whose nipples touch the ground when they're standing up straight? Alright, you all got nothing to complain about.
Facts. Facts.
Can we also appreciate how many femboys were at this con.
There were
There's a
so
lot.
many, and
And I loved it so much. And a lot of them, like when I was in the bathroom, I always saw the super old white men, like giving them dirty looks. And every time, without hesitation, I was like, makeup's on point. You look great. You're killing it in that skirt. Just to make sure that they knew that because old fuck boy over here don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the femboys of this con were great, honestly.
Yeah, they did
were
great.
so pretty. Also, I saw a lot of booty this weekend, and I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm into guys, but all the girls, I'm just like, if I had that butt, I'd be doing that.
There was booty and there was booty.
Yeah, there was a lot of peaches at this con.
We had a discussion about that. We didn't know how old they were, so we just didn't look.
So
That's,
much cake.
I mean,
They looked
You know,
young.
not
I saw their
saying-
face. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
not saying.
Well,
You're out.
there was one girl that when we were waiting for Stephan, when he was in the bathroom during that last story, she was in a really, really good cosplay, like very, very talented. Like she obviously put a lot of hard work into this cosplay. She sat down next to us, and then people kept asking her for photos, so she had to stand up and then sit back down and then stand up. Every single time, booty directed towards us, every single time. But every time I'm like, girl, I swear to God, I'm looking respectfully. All right? You just got a really nice butt. I'm sorry.
What's up?
Yeah. Every time I'm like, I swear to God. And I was wearing those glasses, so my face was pretty hidden. I'm like, I swear to God, I'm not checking you out. You just got a really nice butt.
Tyler, anything to add?
Tyler didn't even notice.
I didn't notice for two reasons. One, my asexual ass noticed something sexual. No. Two, my oblivious ass noticed anything. I didn't see shit.
Yeah, and again, it was absolutely respectfully because again, we don't know what her age was. I'm assuming she was in her 20s because she didn't look very old, but she also didn't look super young.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to assume that about people. So.
Yeah. I will definitely say this, just and not necessarily like in line with that, but of the different age categories and cosplay choices that go along with different cons, I saw, especially today, a lot more of the like pay $5 or $10 and I will step on you thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There needs to be an age limit to this. Like it like don't.
Some people, you can tell they scribbled on at the last minute 18 plus only.
Yeah, it's there were too many younger ones that I saw that were doing that.
Yeah.
And then again, I didn't see anything messed up, but the potential was there.
Yeah.
It's way too easy for, an older individual to kind of go over and then prey on something like that. It's just gross.
Yeah.
So as you all go out over to cons, like think of your cosplays and think of sometimes the outer effect that kind of comes with the visualization, and maybe make certain other choices. Like there were a fantastic amount of male maids today.
Yeah.
Which is great. I loved seeing that. That part was fantastic. I just could have dealt without the step on me signs.
Yeah, and the step on me signs is one of the big reasons why like Utah conventions actually banned signs, because like we're elder millennials. We remember the free hug days.
Yeah.
And
paddles.
the yaoi paddles. And there's a reason why signs are now banned at cons, because it was causing a lot of predatory issues. So both with people who are adults holding free hug signs and children were hugging them.
Yup.
And it was a free invitation for predators to get kids to hug them. And the other one was kids doing it just to be friendly and fun, and then predators hugging them.
Yeah.
And it is a very dangerous situation. Do not do signs at cons, you guys. I know you're just trying to have fun and you're trying to make $5, but it's not worth it.
It's a little thing. So again, overall, this con, I enjoyed it. I know for myself, I'll be back. I enjoy coming out over here. It's its own little fun. We'll see the capacity that Cracked Brain comes back out over here
I
as
don't know
as
if
a
I'll come
group.
back if they can't get.
These lines were pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if we come back as a panelist, we can walk.
I mean,
right
yeah,
in.
we'd be able to skip the first line, but then it's still going to be just as crowded, and all that kind of stuff. So again, we'll see to what capacity we'll wind up coming back, as a group. But again, we're having our little bit of fun. So, closing thoughts as we end out this episode.
Just want to say one thing.
Uh-oh.
They have these metal detectors, and they have like security guards. And if you got a bag, like the security guard will look through it. And I don't know how, but every day when I went through, I had like the oldest ladies, and they would try to pick up the bag and couldn't. And they'd get like 2 or 3 of them to like push the bag across the table. And I felt so bad every day.
That being said, Mason, how much shit do you need in your bag?
Just
because I picked up your bag a couple of times.
Pack what you need. Just pack what you need.
This is. I don't even. There's probably more somewhere.
Okay, hold.
Doesn't matter.
This man, this somehow grown boy,
Yay.
carries so many bottles. All of different liquids, and are you a potion maker?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you?
Trying to come back into the Airbnb, I just hear click, 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 click all over the ground, and I'm just like, how many did you drop?
Like 6. No, it was just one I dropped.
Fucking.
It's one I dropped. It just dropped like the loudest way possible.
Again, I'm not gonna go full ham on you right now, especially as we're getting ready to end this episode. But this is not the last time we will be approaching this subject.
Next week will be topic number 1.
No. I've had enough sass about.
It's not sass.
It's not sass.
It's a little bit
It
sass.
is love and help.
Hey, you know
It's
what?
sassful.
This is an intervention.
We'll be kind. We'll be very
I
kind
disagree.
if you clean your fucking room.
Yeah, we have 2 things we're fixing of Mason. One is his room, and the other one is the water bottles. Oh my god.
Just we were
No, they're not
were
water bottles. They're soda bottles.
Yeah, there's soda bottles that he fills with different liquids. I looked over, he had
Honey,
4.
watered, lemon juice,
Yeah,
Mountain Dew.
2
Zip
of them.
Fizz.
Yeah, one was water, one was Mountain Dew, one was Zip Fizz, one was water but was empty, and one was lemonade.
Yeah, you have commitment issues.
Do you not hear yourself?
And then you wonder why you had to be in the bathroom every 3 seconds during this convention.
Actually, that was me. And wine.
Look, I have the bladder the size of a macadamia nut, and I wasn't in the bathroom as often as him.
It was an experience. So again, we will be broaching this particular topic again.
Don't tell my dad.
At,
No one tell my dad.
you just gave us ammo. All right.
Boy.
To that. We thank you guys for watching, listening to this episode. Again, tune back in for the next episode. Be sure to go and catch the next gaming video that's going to be coming out over on Sunday, which if I get this one done in time this next week, this next Sunday will be the last episode of The Room. And damn it, it's the best episode of The Room.
Yep, we've got myself, Tyler, Stephan, and Mason.
And we don't talk about the game once.
I'm playing the game, finishing it. They're having a whole conversation, and it's fantastic.
We
This
got a
group is
little
very-
distracted.
This group is very painful for me these
Oh,
days.
the room
very
is the
painful
game
family.
where you like try to find things, right?
Like Mystery Escape Room.
Yeah,
it's
just
like
like our viewers can see a hint at a future production if they look really hard in this video.
Yep, it's there. It's there. So
Wait, did you see that segue?
Mason,
Okay.
you're
God
part of
damn
it.
it,
All right, end the episode. Get
to
it
that,
over.
thank you very much, and we will talk to y'all later.
Goodbye, friends.
Bye.
Girls.